What is up, everybody? Welcome to Happy Hour, the midnight happy hour with Monk and Lou. I am Monk. I do not know where Lou is. Have not heard from him in about an hour or two. So hopefully he's all right. And hopefully he'll just hop in the show whenever he gets around to it. So welcome to the last show of 2023. UFC 296, guys. This one is going to be an absolute banger. We got Leon Edwards Colby. The press conference was wild tonight, absolutely wild. Pantoja Royval, Shavkat Thompson, couple of canceled fights. Unfortunately, we lost Ian Gary. Unfortunately, we lost Randy Brown, Muslim Salikov in the last 2 hours as well. Excuse me. Let's get right into it, guys. We'll just kind of wing it until we hear from Lou here. First fight of the night. I assume I might have these in the wrong order now. I think they switched things up, but we'll just keep it going here. Martin Buday taking on newcomer Shamil Gaziev from the Dana White Contender Series. This one is minus 200. Fight does not go to decision. Plus 160 goes all three. And minus 132, narrow favorite for Martin Buday. Shamil Gaziev is a plus 112. And I, of course, since Lou's not here, I'm all flustered. Forgot to say what's up to the chat. Jenna in the house. Juicy in the house as well. Hopefully he's perfecting it. Hopefully that is what he's doing. We got Lou, the other Lou, in the room. I don't know what time that one starts, Lou. Melon in the house. Colby is Leon is Colby's bitch for life. Dude, yeah, that was I don't know, that really cut him to his core, that line. It seemed like. Daz in the house. Hell yeah, there we go. Love to see Daz as always. And Lou, of course, or not Lou, she's talking to Lou. Jenna, of course, in the chat as well. So yeah, guys, I'm liking Martin Buday for this one, to be completely honest. I think Shamil has about 3 seconds of cardio. I've said it all week. Sure, he could catch Martin with some kind of shot early and finish this one. So you need him for DraftKings and GPP tournaments just a little bit. But all the bets, all of the other DraftKings line movement, or the other DraftKings, yeah, Lou's on the right. I was gonna say, I don't know. This guy might outweigh Lou by like 100 pounds. I think. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I like the Buday side here. I gave out a couple of props to consider and maybe bet this morning or this afternoon on Lou's channel. I like the Buday sub, actually. Buday round 2 sub was like plus 14 or plus 1600, something like that. How hard is it to just imagine Shamil just completely gassing? Martin ends up, just falling on him, taking him down, slithering his way to his back somehow. And this dude's just going to give up. So that's kind of how I see that one going. Obviously, like I said, Shamil inside the distance, like super early is an option, of course. But I mean, Martin Buday, I mean, he's got almost an hour in the octagon. Like, this dude, he's not the most exciting, but he's fighting UFC level guys, where Shamil has yet to do that. So we've got a fraud check possibility coming up here. So I like the Buday side, and that is where we are going to go with this one. Next fight, Andre Fili taking on Lucas Almeida. Yeah, this is true. If the other fight gets out of the first round, it's going to be horrible. Yeah, and then Buday just going to take over. He should easily be able to finish him if this gets out of the first round. Andre Fili, Lucas Almeida, fight number 2. Fight doesn't go minus 190. Fight goes plus 155. Fili, the slight favorite, minus 159, plus 139, the return on Almeida. 8,500, 7,700 for DraftKings. As far as DraftKings and betting goes, I really don't know what to do here. I'm honestly leaning Almeida, but I don't really like the lines. And the salary is probably a bit too much as far as DraftKings goes. There's other guys in this area that I want to get targeted instead of Fili, instead of Almeida. As far as a fight pick goes, I'm actually leaning the dog here. I'm leaning with Lucas Almeida. Fili just has a ton of miles on him, it seems like. The dude's only 33 years old, if you can believe that. But he really doesn't score well in DraftKings. Less than 90 points per win. Has a suspect chin a little bit as of late. He's still knocking people down as far as, DraftKings goes. We get points for that. But he got knocked down against Nathaniel Wood, got knocked down against Joe Anderson Brito as well. So I'm just thinking maybe Lucas can get it done. Fili's path to victory is probably the ground game, get Lucas off of his feet, and that is a possibility. Fili has only landed 2 takedowns, though, in his last 5 fights, 1 against Algio and 1 against Daniel Pineda. Common Almeida, smoke this dude. Yeah, or come on, Almeida, if I could read. Yeah, I agree. I think it's Almeida here. Fili's just looked a bit hit or miss lately, as far as I'm concerned. Almeida KO plus 275 will never bet. Yeah, that's the thing. Betting Fili as a favorite is super, super sketchy. Excuse me. I feel like, you ever get that feeling when you feel like you could drink a gallon of water, like you're just several quarts low? That's how I feel right now. So just trying to get as much water into me as possible for the moment. Yeah, I agree. Fili at favorite price is never a good thing. I'm trying to do a few things at once for StreamYard. Gotta kind of update a couple of slides here. There we go. Next fight, Tagir Ulanbekov taking on Cody Durden. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this fight. Prince of Mischief in the house. What is good yourself? Love to see you in here. Plus 170 fight doesn't go. Minus 210 goes all 3, which is kind of surprising for a Durden fight. Minus 175 for Ulanbekov. Plus 150 for Cody Durden. 8,300, 7,900 on DraftKings, so very, very close. Excuse me, and that's the problem when you drink too much water. Tons of water burps. Ulanbekov now has tons of line value because he is 8,300 and a minus 175 favorite, which is wild. He should be like 85, 8,600, 87 at that price range. So I do like Tagir Ulanbekov a lot for DraftKings, that's for sure. Tagir decision, maybe. This is exactly what I was thinking as well. I even don't mind Tagir submission. I think Cody Durden could get a bit tired. Yes, he's on a 4-fight win streak. Jake Hadley's decent. He beat Charles Johnson, Carlos Moda, and JP Bays. So not the best run of fights, but it's not the worst either, especially as far as, unranked flyweights go. You know what I mean? What do you expect? You're going to have your JP Bays. You're going to have your Charles Johnsons in there as well. But yeah, I like Tagir probably by decision. I don't like the minus 210. That seems like a crazy number. I might put a little bit on the doesn't go to decision. Plus 170. I'm sure I could find a better number regarding Tagir since I think he's going to win in that aspect. So I'll look around there. Tagir round 1 sub plus 900. That's what I'm talking about. Even like round 2, I wouldn't mind. You know why? Because round 2 pays better. Lou had to take some time off to explain. I don't understand. Yeah, I saw something about that. I'm going to have to reread it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, right before the show, I closed my eyes for like 20 minutes. As my dad used to say, I'm just resting my eyes. So I think I read it before that, and then I had some weird fever dream for 20 minutes, and I'm gonna have to reread it. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hansel and Gretel thing. But yeah, I think I'm with you guys. I'm on the Ulanbekov side. I don't mind the decision. Hoping for a submission here. Nothing against Cody Durden or anything, but yeah, I just think that's how Tagir is going to get it done. We're flying through, guys. See, without Lou, I'm completely lost. You know what I mean? My intrepid co-host, really, hey, I appreciate it, Prince. I appreciate it. Really, I'm just vamping so I can upload the last 2 slides so I can try to make this as seamless as possible. But I thought I'm killing it too. I mean, look at these graphics, guys. We got the Christmas lights. We got the candy cane font. I mean, the red and green all over the place. You can call me a lot of things, but don't call me lazy. I don't know what the word is. You know what I'm saying. Dustin Jacoby taking on Alonzo Menafield. Minus 150 fight doesn't go. Plus 120 fight goes. All 3. Minus 300 for Dustin Jacoby. Are we serious? Plus 250 for Menafield. 91 and 7,100 Texas style. That's what I'm saying. I need some brisket in my life. Need some brisket in my life this week, I think. Maybe if we have a good weekend on this UFC 296, I'll treat myself to a solo trip to Cooper's, get some fucking brisket and a pork chop the size of my goddamn head, dude. I don't know what they're even doing over there, but it is just incredible. Yeah, where were we? Jacoby and Menafield. So here's what I think. I think Jacoby's going to win. And this is one of the fights I think got moved. I don't think this is actually the 4th fight anymore. I think shit got moved around and I just didn't move it. when it happens. So I think Dustin Jacoby's probably going to win, but it seems like all the betting value and all of the DraftKings value is on Alonzo Menifield just because he's so cheap and he's a plus 250 dog right now. Yeah, he's fought Jimmy Crute twice in a row. Misha Serkinov and the fraud of all frauds, the king of the frauds, Oscar Mozarov, if that in fact is his real name. He did sub Crute, scored 128 points on DraftKings, just absolutely smashed him in the first 7 minutes. Meanwhile, Dustin Jacoby has dropped 2 of 3, losing to Mirzakhanov, Khalil Roundtree, and beating Kennedy Nchukwu in his last fight. He also is scoring pretty well, over triple digits in DraftKings. So he is doing decently. He has the obvious kickboxing advantage. Alonzo Menifield has the obvious power advantage. And honestly, if Menifield gets on top of him somehow, if their legs get tangled and Dustin Jacoby falls down and Menifield gets on top, I think Dustin Jacoby might be in for a little bit of ground and pound, and Menifield might be falling in love with those submissions. So I honestly don't mind a lot of the betting lines on Menifield. I don't mind the Menifield inside the distance taking a little stab on that, and maybe even the Menifield money line straight up at plus 250, to be honest. I think this line is too wide. Yes, I think, again, Dustin Jacoby will win, but I am on the Menifield betting lines and Menifield for DraftKings as well, especially those bigger GPP tournaments for sure. Let's keep it moving. My number one favorite fighter in the women's flyweight division, Casey O'Neill. Oh, I just got word Lou is coming now. Casey O'Neill. I'll just kind of vamp here. I mean, taking on Lipski. This line seems a bit narrow. I'd expect this one to be a bit wider, but I think it's the loss from Jennifer Maia. Can he add himself, or does he need me to add him? He can add himself. Look at that. Look at that, Lou. Hey, real quick, I've just been flying through, so we could go back and you could give a couple of lines if you wanted for the first couple of fights.
It's great. It's great to be here. I always watch the show week by week by week. Thank you so much for having me on.
I'm glad we could fit you in.
Sorry, guys.
It happens, brother.
No, we're good. What was your pick for this one?
I just started this one. Started it. I had not even gotten into it. I did we did the first like 3. So the first fight's off. Randy Brown's off, unless that's another fake account. Martin Budai.
It's off for gayness.
Martin there. Yeah, absolutely. Martin Budai, what do you like there? Everybody knows I called Shamil a fraud, and I like Budai inside the distance.
Don't bet it. Next.
Don't bet it. Next.
Or Yambags.
Oh, Yamabagu. There we go. See, I did a little bit. Andre Feely, Lucas Almeida. I gave Lucas
Almeida KO.
Sweet. I think I said that. And I like Ulanbekov and Durden. I gave Ulanbekov decision and possibly a sub, like second round.
Tajir by American takedowns.
Sheer by American takedowns. Oh, what a name. Holy shit.
Oh my lord.
There we go.
Nacho Man coming at you.
And the last one, I appreciate it.
Monk is the most, by the way, Monk is the most underrated.
I appreciate it.
The
last one is Dustin Jacoby and Alonzo Menifield. I think the lines on Jacoby are unplayable. I like any Menifield line and just hope for a stab.
I like what Weezy said on the prop show earlier. I like the shot at plus 240 at 230 at fight ends in the first. I think that like if Menifield starts throwing, he's either gonna Jacoby's very hittable. I don't love his durability. Yeah, Monk's the best. Dude, whatever. Hey. Let's get to this fight, which I care about. I'm listening, by the way. I'm just, I'm listening. All right, you start, sir.
Yeah, so let me get back to it. Casey O'Neill, Lipski KOs plus 1,000. Daz. I don't know if I can get there. I like the O'Neill side. I don't know if I said the numbers. Plus 150 doesn't go. Minus 180 does go. Minus 185 the money line for Casey O'Neill. Plus 160 for Lipski. And 87.75 are the salaries. I like the King Casey O'Neill side. I'm totally biased, but I think that she is going to get right fight after Jennifer Maia. Yeah, Lipsky has won 2 in a row herself, but she's beaten the likes of like, Melissa Gatto, Mandy Bum, JJ Aldrich, etc. Casey O'Neill, a bit tougher competition, not the toughest by any means, but a bit tougher. And she was the 2021 DraftKings Player of the Year, scored more points than anybody. And until she lost to Jennifer Maia, she was one of the best DraftKings players overall for any gender or weight class. So I like Casey O'Neill here. I think Lou's going to get a little more specific, and I like where he's going to go with it. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to the return of Casey O'Neill. I know she fought back in March, but it's been 9 months without Casey O'Neill. We need more Casey O'Neill, guys. Lou, what do you got for this one?
I feel like I see Casey O'Neill every month on Mug Shorties. Like there's definitely like a Casey O'Neill that I see
that's
on
why
that.
I'm so like into
easily there's a Casey O'Neill that I see every single fucking week on Mug Shorties. So all week I've been like, man, I really want to play Lipsky, like all week, and I think like I've biased against Casey O'Neill because she didn't get me that 10K round 2 KO against Modafferi. Like, so what is, like, here's the thing. If Casey O'Neill is like immediately going to just go for takedowns, I think Lipsky's improved. Look, big time. Her camp's better. She's training with Amanda Nunez. Like, this has been her focus. But she hasn't found anybody with like the physicality of Casey O'Neill. So like, this is a true test. Can somebody who's just going to doggedly like go after you? Like, I'm not comparing her to Colby Covington, who just doggedly goes for takedowns. I'm not. But Colby Covington, like when he just wants to like fucking do it, like is going to just be relentless. If Casey O'Neill fights that style and is relentless going for takedowns, at some point maybe she gets Lipsky down. We haven't seen Lipsky's get-up game. So that's like my biggest concern here. I still like Lipsky here. I think Lipsky on the feet is more powerful. O'Neill's striking defense is terrible. Even the fight she's won in the first round, she's getting lit up by Shevchenko. Like she doesn't. Yeah. So I think Lipsky is going to be the hardest puncher in terms of like one punch shot power that she's faced. We'll see if she likes it. If Lipsky's takedown defense holds up, I think in a 15-minute striking match, I think Lipsky wins at a very high clip. I think these odds would be wrong. I feel like these odds are predicated on can O'Neill get one takedown. If she does, she's going to look like she might look minus 500, but the pick is Lipsky. But under 2.5 is like plus 170, and I think that Lipsky certainly has a path. And I think if Casey O'Neill gets one takedown early in a round, she probably wins by KO. So I think the under is crazy. Yeah. The only problem I have with that one is like, it isn't a what's up, bitch? That's my dude. Easy's my guy, man. We're going through a tough time. Manchester United's like not in a great place. Him and I are going through not such a great time right now. I think the under is kind of a really interesting play here. I think Lipsky could definitely knock out O'Neill. I think O'Neill, if she gets top control, can absolutely knock out Lipsky, who's been knocked out by far less aggressive like women in this division. So I like the under as the preferred play. Give me Lipsky. But then I gave out round 2 O'Neill KO because she owes me.
That's true. That is true. Put that shit in my hand. That's what you're saying to Casey O'Neill.
Casey Mug Shorties.
Love it. Next fight. Speaking of Mug Shorties, we got Cody Garbrandt taking on Brian Kelleher. Minus 155 fight finishes.
He is a Mug Shorty.
He is. Plus 125 fight goes. Minus 181 for Cody. Plus 156 for Boom Kelleher. 9K, 7,200. Ihor Pateria must have seen Brian Kelleher's chest tattoo and was like, dog, hold my fucking sangria real quick. And because man, he really upgraded that crucifixion tattoo on his chest. Anyways, what do you like for this one, Mr. Mug Shotties? You are muted.
I'm taking a picture of the screen to send to Pepe to ask Pepe if this is like
if it's a Mug Shotty.
Well, I mean, I feel like Pepe and I are like kind of like we sort of have in the MMA space, at least. Him and I are kind of like the gatekeepers for the mug shotties page. So look, man, anybody here that likes Cody, I get it, dude. I just want to, I want to bet with Cody decision. Brady and I were talking about before, like the 7-1 against Trevin Jones. I enjoyed it. I mean, I feel like the odds are right. Like, look, I don't want to like go against Mellon this week. Like maybe next year, like Mellon and I like start picking the same shit. I think there's a world where Cody like top times him and like kind of just wins easily. But like, oh my Lord, in this economy,
dude, sheesh.
I gave away like the Kelleher KO was like close to 450, and I'm like, well, he has no decision equity. Like if you like the Kelleher side, you take the KO. I'm gonna take the Kelleher side here. Like, I don't know how you trust Cody's chin, dude. Like look, if Kelleher gets like just thrown on the ground and can't get up for 12 minutes of this fight, look, it happens. But I feel like if this fight's on the feet for like 3-4 minutes, Kelleher is very, very, very live here. And minus 9,000 is in this economy is bonkers.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
But Kelleher isn't really, he's KO or bust. Like, Monk, what's his floor? 0? Like,
0. Yeah. Both guys' floors are basically 0, and both guys' ceilings. Actually, Garbrandt honestly probably has a bit higher of a ceiling than Kelleher, just a touch, but he should because he's way more expensive. He's 9,000 compared to 72. That's why I like Kelleher more here. Both guys have terrible chins. To my knowledge, Kelleher's never been knocked out by a 125-pounder, which, Cody obviously has been. So that definitely doesn't help Cody's chances, in my opinion. Plus, I mean, I just like seeing Cody get knocked out. I don't know what it is, man. I'm sure a lot of you are the same way. I'm sure a lot of you aren't, but me personally, I like seeing Cody Garbrandt getting knocked out. So I'll be rooting for Brian Boom Kelleher. I'll be playing him in DraftKings in the GPP tournaments. Not touching this fight for cash because I don't know who's going to win. It's probably Garbrandt. Like the brain says it's Garbrandt. He's probably the better fighter. But honestly, the chin is fucking paper. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's the real life Glass Joe. And that's no joke. Like I said, he got fucking knocked out by Kai Kara France, guys. He weighs 125 pounds. Shit is ridiculous. Yeah, like 125-pound guy that fights professionally might knock me out. I have, if he hits me right, who knows? But these guys are professional fighters. Should not be getting knocked out by 125-pound guys. You know what I mean?
His tattoos, he's like Von Kaiser.
What's that?
He's like Von Kaiser with all his tattoos.
Von Kaiser. Yeah, raises in his eyebrows. He's got to get some bigger eyebrows. Yeah, one of the worst neck tattoos ever. It's even worse than the Free Spirit one from, who is that? Is that Kyle Bahio? So yeah, I'm rooting for Kelleher here.
Let me just add one thing here. I get what Mellon's saying, and like I get it. But there's a numbers play. Like Cody Garbrandt at this point in his career should not be like with a liability like he has, should not be this big of a favorite over anybody.
I mean, how is Cody's play? I mean, I respectfully, Mellon, how is Cody's chin concern overrated? My guy, he's been KO'd every fucking time he's lost.
Because Font didn't. Because Font, like, I don't know how, but like Font.
Oh, he got KO'd by Kai Kara France, bro. He got KO'd by
and also Munoz. Like Cody threw 26 strikes in his last fight. And look, gas in the third. I realized he was grappling, but like very, very low volume here. So like I can't give a guy who's like low volume and like so tentative at this point in his career this wide of odds. I think he's better in a vacuum. He's a better fighter than Kelleher.
Agreed.
I get it. Like I think again, like the pick is based on the number. Like if this is a pick 'em, I love Cody. Like I don't love him at like fucking almost 2-1.
Yeah, this is a good point. He also made the weight cut, which weakens the chin. So yeah, it goes both ways. That's true. Trevin Jones, also a guy with 10 losses. I'm not bragging about beating up Officer Jones. Next fight, Irene Aldana.
This.
Yeah. Irene Aldana, Carol Hossa. What's up, locker room? Taking on 240 plus 240 fight does not go. Minus 300 fight does go. Minus 181 for Aldana, plus 156 for Carol Hosa.
That's at you from the prop show. This is continued boo from 9 hours ago from Juicy. This is a boo.
I told people to bet the split decision and they booed me. They fucking booed me.
Boo this man.
Boo this man. Yeah, locker room, I'm with you, man. I said if you animals want a better number, Rosa by split is like +6 or +8. I agree, locker room. I'm on the Rosa side. There's no way I'm paying 8,800. This is almost as laughable as Cody at 9K. Irene Aldana, yeah, she just fought for a title. She got fucking beat down. Before that, you know who she fought? She almost lost to Macy Chiesa. And the only reason she won is because she landed the funniest kick in MMA history, an up kick to the liver to win in the third round. Like, she was dead to rights in that fight. She beat Yana Santos, who was just pregnant or about to get pregnant, or maybe was pregnant at the time. I don't remember the timeline. Yeah, I'm just unimpressed with Irene Aldana, very much so. Give me Carol Hosa. She scores better. Yeah, this fight sucks, dude. Just I'm taking the underdog. Bet it by split decision and don't boo me later.
Yeah, I mean, Rosa's decided the number. Like, we don't know what we're going to see from Aldana here. She's not a minute winner. But, like, but Rosa, like, man, she's disappointed me in so many fights betting on her. So, like, I just can't get to it. I think she's objectively the side. Here, hold on. I didn't even look at this number. Like, whatever. This is going to be a horrible number, but I want to look at the 3.5. It's
yeah, Rosa's the only side you can get on. -180 for Aldana.
I mean,
in this economy,
if you feel like you have to bet this fight, and I don't, this is like the just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Plus 3.5 Rose is -165. I think if you like the split, I think she wins a round at a very fairly high clip here.
Same.
If she decides to like actually use her grappling, I think she can easily win a round, just like even doing very minimal on the ground. I think she can win one. I'd rather take the -165 on her plus 3.5 than Aldana, who's at -192 on DraftKings. Like, there's your odds disparity.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
-192. Jeez.
But like, don't bet this fight.
Good God, Aldana at -200 is fucking insane.
Yeah,
that is wild. The next fight. Sorry about the picture. For some reason, this is the only UFC didn't have the photo of Bryce Mitchell. I don't know why. Yes, Lou, thank you. Bryce Mitchell, Josh Emmett, +125 fight doesn't go. -150 fight goes. Maybe all the way as heaven. Who knows with Bryce Mitchell? -230 for Bryce, +195 for the guy with the weirdest abs in the UFC. 8,900 for Bryce and 73 for Emmett. Why don't you start us off? Yeah, I should have used it. You know what? That's on me. That's in 2024. I vow to be better.
But so the Raiders scored 63 fucking points tonight.
What? Who'd they play? Some JUCO team?
The California Penal League, Los Angeles Chargers.
63?
63-21, which is like, oh, thank God I didn't do the bet I was going to do. Dude, I lost by half a yard. I've been so upset. So like, I'm really glad I didn't do it. Yeah, man, the short notice is like kind of, Londo just said it, what I'm feeling like.
How short is this? Who is he supposed to fight?
Somebody that's not super grappler like Mitchell. I don't know, dude. My brain is rattled right now. I'm looking right now.
I can't remember.
I'm looking it up right now. Supposed to be a Giga. So now he's facing the opposite of the anti-Giga.
The anti-Giga. They both from Georgia. Well, kind of from Georgia. Just different Georgias.
I mean, I feel like Emmett's takedown defense really isn't that bad.
That bad.
I feel like his takedown defense isn't horrible. I don't know, man. I don't like this either way because I feel like Emmett has to get a KO here to justify his price tag. Like, unless Mitchell just like goes like 0 for 9 and just shows some crazy durability. I mean, he could, but like, I kind of feel like I don't know if I trust Mitchell's chin, dude. Like, I think Emmett Emmett hasn't had a KO in like fucking forever. Like, that's my real big concern. Look at the guys he's facing, dude. Like Burgos and like, dude, he fights like, I don't know, man. I don't love Bryce Mitchell. I think he's like kind of overrated in general. He's not a finisher. He's just like, he gets takedowns, doesn't really do much with them.
Yeah.
I think Emmett, like, as bad as people are gonna say, he like, so for how much of his soul did he lose against Taporia? But even against Taporia, dude, he had some get ups and Taporia offers so much more, like in terms of damage on the ground. Like, I think Emmett is going to be actually able to get up here. You know, it comes down to like, can Emmett do enough damage in those minutes that he's vertical? But I can't back Bryce here at this price. For DraftKings, I think it's different. I think this is where it's like, what you want to bet is so different than how you play DraftKings. Like, I don't know that Emmett has value. But how overowned is Mitchell going to be?
A lot, I think. I think Emmett does have some value. I think that knockout, he needs to get like you said, he needs to get the KO to get that DraftKings value as well, because he's not going to get anything on the ground. Bryce Mitchell could just take him down and just kind of suffocate him. But as I forget who said it in the chat, Josh Emmett hopefully can do some actual damage, when he's not on the ground. I just don't know. I have a feeling I can't trust either one of these guys a ton. I know I'm rooting for Josh Emmett. I'd love to see Bryce Mitchell get finished, get knocked out. And so we don't have to hear a post-fight speech from him. That would be just ideal for sure. Bryce Mitchell, though, on DraftKings, his price, he's not 9K. So easy. I think you're right. Much different than betting. So you can play Bryce Mitchell in DraftKings if you wanted. That said, he doesn't really, that's not true. He put up a ton of points against Feely and Barbosa, so not a ton against Dan Ige, only 81. So it's kind of hit or miss. Like I said, I don't trust either one. I'm going to be looking elsewhere for most of my exposure, but I could see you putting both in for GPPs. But my pick is Emmett. I'm hoping for the underdog pick, and that's my official pick as well. Next fight. The Lizard Man.
I think it's awesome to get into the new year with Jesus.
Well, let's see.
The Jesus.
Let's see. Who knows? The Lizard Man, Tony Ferguson. I dare you to find a better moment on Mbetta than when he pulled that fucking lizard out of his pocket, dude. That was amazing. I cannot believe it. Ferguson taking on Paddy Pimblett, minus 165 fight doesn't go. Plus, who's he fighting? I just heard he was fighting. Plus 135 does go, minus 331 for Paddy, plus 271, 9,400, 6,800. This one's pretty easy for me. Unfortunately, I'm picking Paddy Pimblett. I'm not happy about it, but in what world am I really going to sit up here and tell you to play Tony Ferguson? I don't even think he has a ton of value on DraftKings, guys. Unfortunately, I think Father Time's on Paddy's side here, and Paddy's going to get it done. I don't necessarily like Paddy for DraftKings. I think he's too overpriced, but if he gets that early finish, then maybe. So I'm going to be like 20-25% on Paddy, maybe a little bit less, but not too much. I'll pick Paddy. But man, if Ferguson wins, I know who I'm rooting for. And the scenes if El Kukui gets this one done. 7 fights in a row, dude. If he loses, he's going to tie BJ Penn for the longest losing streak in UFC history. This is a good point Easy makes before I turn it over to you. Too hard to pass up when you pick Luigi over Paddy. Yeah, I don't know, man. It sucks. I don't want to pick Paddy. Londo, I'm praying for it. Lou, will you tell me I'm crazy? Will you tell me Tony has a chance?
No, Ferguson's done. And like somewhere else, like somewhere in the world, Sam Alvey's like, hire me back.
He's like 7 fights. I can lose 8 fights.
Sam Alvey's like, dude, I kept losing, but like I didn't look this bad. Like, you can bring me back. I mean, look, man, it's so funny that like Paddy not looking good against Gordon. Like, Paddy should be like, and I don't even think he's like that great, but almost anybody against Ferguson at this point should be. Dude, Diaz finished this dude. Diaz choked him out. Bobby Green. Who like, come on, man. Like, I think Paddy subs him. I think he subs him at a very, very high clip here. Ferguson can't do the one thing that like is the way you beat Patty at this point, like expose that high chin. I don't think Ferguson doesn't throw enough volume. More importantly, he throws like Ferguson's strikes are so awkward and weird that like I just don't know how he KOs Patty. And like, you know, for all the hatred against Patty Pimblett, dude, all he has to do is like chuck Tony on the ground. There's no resistance anymore from Ferguson with takedowns. Like, there's none. So I think Patty can like control him pretty easily. I think he's going to get the choke. Like at this point in their careers, Levitt is a far superior wrestler, offensively and defensively, than Ferguson. I hate kind of saying that, but like Pimblett ITD is, I think it's minus 130, 125 range.
Are you parlaying Patty?
No, but I think he's in the distances. I mean, dude, Tony's. I mean, yeah, I think so because he has grappling upside, like big time. Like, I mean, it's not just grappling upside. I don't think Ferguson has a. The problem is he may just get one takedown.
Right. I was going to say first round submissions don't score well if you don't land strikes. Even if you get that takedown, you land the sub, you're at 95. That's it.
I mean, is it inconceivable to think that Patty gets a takedown and then like for 3 minutes, Tony's like literally like dancing on the ground? Like, and I don't mean like funny. I mean like doing like this and being like what's up? And because he does weird shit. Like it's very possible. And then Patty's like, all right, like sure, this is entertaining. Like I think Patty just subs. I think Patty subs him at like a super high clip.
Yeah.
On this kind of card, I'll say this: 9,400. When we haven't gotten to the main event yet, we haven't gotten to the co-main event yet, and we have some dudes that like closer lines with guys that like that are going to score like a fuck ton of takedowns and have finishing equity.
Yeah.
I feel like, what do you have his ownership at? I'm curious.
It's going to be tough because the guy we're about to talk about is more expensive than him, and I think he's going to have high ownership. So I'm thinking off the top of my head, 35.
You think Patty's going to have that much?
I think so because, man, I like you said, I think people think he's just going to finish Ferguson for good reason.
So to answer Easy's question, then no.
I mean, like it's that high.
Like if you're playing a 150 max, obviously you got to play him, but like you could be underweight to him. Like, I mean,
I think he'll be 30%, 30, 35, honestly. Like, who's more? It's just him. Shavkat's at 97. No, Gary was at 95. He's out. Nobody's at 9,300, and 9,200 is Randy Brown. He's out.
I feel like there's a lot of people on this. Like, you can save a lot of money by not playing him, and just like in this. If you don't play him, honestly, you just say, okay, if he gets 105, like you hope he only gets 105,
right?
And you're like, and like you root for like, you know, we didn't talk about Almeida. Like I wasn't here for Almeida, but like you root for like your Almeidas, or like you root for whoever wins the favorite fight of the fucking channel, except for me, fucking Shamil Budai fight. That every one of you had a prop for, and I'm like, what? like you root for like the winner of a fight like that to score well, and like at this point you're just like, okay, Patty gets 105, 110. Okay. Like, I think there's going to be ways to win this tournament wise where Patty gets 110. You're like, that's fine. He's not I don't think he's optimal at 110. He's probably optimal in like a third round finish or a decision where it's like he just dominates for 12 minutes. Like that's probably where he's optimal. I don't think he's optimal at this. I don't know. It's hard, man.
Yeah, it is. Well, his chances are better now that we lost 2 fucking fights.
But I feel like people they hate him because he's cringy, and because like Portnoy, it's like he's Portnoy's guy.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. Like he's a lot better than people are like, he's so fucking bad. I'm like, no, he's not bad. He's hittable. I don't think he's bad. I mean, and by the way, now that Chase Hooper like just absolutely demolished fucking Jordan Levitt, it's like, oh, well, it took Patty so long. Like, but I think that's the fight to make after this.
Honestly, it makes a lot of sense. They love doing it.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Chase just fought, so that's perfect to match him up.
And like, dude, Chase Hooper will be like 18 very soon. So it's like a good fight.
Yeah, one of these days he'll turn 18.
Easy and I are, you know, as United fans, we cannot root for Liverpool trash. We are programmed against Liverpudlian trash.
Liverpudlian. I love that.
That's what they call it. Liverpudlian.
I know. I love it. Love it. Yes. Yes.
Like,
Here
this
we go.
Japanese guy. Where's my hat?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to do the whole thing.
Mine and Laura Senko's favorite fighter, Shavkat Rakhmonov, taking on.
She has like ovarial pulses over this.
Dude. Definitely. I mean, you could almost see it happening.
It's the hair.
Minus 220 does not go to decision. Plus 180 does go minus 625 for the man that eats his favorite animal. Plus 450 for the guy that drives the kids' bus. 9,700, 6,500. Lou, start us off.
He's not gonna. I think he's typing. He must be at. There you go. I was gonna say it must be typing.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing I've ever fucking read, dude. It's so amazing.
So I don't like I don't like saying things are locks, things are whatever. I mean, I feel like I don't know where Sean V is because I hate when he says this is a lock, that's a lock. I think Shavkat, like, and there's a narrative side to this too. I'll get to in a second. I think Shavkat just murdering Wonder Boy is like and eating him is, and yes, he is. This is a million fucking percent.
Not to interrupt you, but Stephen Thompson on thing, he was like, I'm so glad Shavkat finally signed the contract. It's like, bro, that's a weird twist.
I mean, like if you watch this show, I'm sure you guys are aware of Dan Levy, like Best Fight Picks. Dan Levy for like months has been like, when Thompson dropped out of the Pereira fight, was like, dude, they're gonna give him, like months ago was like they're gonna
turn it down already. He was like, I'm not fighting that killer.
But because Thompson thinks whatever he needs to do to get to a title shot. Now look, in Thompson's defense, and I've always liked Stephen Thompson, like likable, nice guy. He said he wants fights that'll get him to a title shot. So in fairness to him, this is a fight that will get him to a title shot. 100%. If he wins this fight,
title shot.
I don't know how you deny him a title
shot.
Okay, so all that being said, you know, I talked to Big Steve. I talked to other people that I respect, like Pepe. Pepe is the other co-admin of the Mug Shorties page. And like, I forget who said it earlier in the week in this community, but they said something along the lines of like, well, I think Shavkat's takedowns are overrated. Like, he struggled to get dudes down like Jeff Neal. And it's like, dude, Jeff Neal is like a physical fucking dude. Underrated takedown defense.
Yeah, so he just choked him standing with no hooks.
Stephen Thompson is a guy that not only I don't think has great takedown defense, but he's no get-up game. Like Bilal Muhammad, remember the takedown? Like, dude, he got on top and like that was the round.
That was it.
What the fuck do you think's gonna happen when like Shavkat's going? Like, so in terms of betting this fight, the in the distance is like here. I'm gonna do a first ever bet advising on this show. You ready, Monk?
Yes.
Whatever boost your sportsbook gives you, put it on Shavkat in the distance to get it to like minus 130. I've never advised just like this is how you bet with this regard. Just put a bet boost and get it to like under minus 150, and you'd be like, let's fucking go. Like, this is great value. You know, we talked about the prop show earlier. I think Brady said the KO. Dude, I can see a ground and pound. I don't even want to fuck around with it, dude. The sub's gonna be there. The KO is going to be there. Rape is going to be there. Bo Nickel prison sex will be there. Do I think Stephen Thompson is better than Jeff Neal in a lot of ways? Yes, but not as a tougher matchup for what Shavkat does really well.
Right.
And also Stephen Thompson is 40. Yep. Like, dude, it's going to happen. Are we breaking down Luke K. Holland in case it happens? Do we have like
I should have made do
we have creative for this?
Yeah, no, creative's not on it. Fucking slacking. Yeah, I don't really have much to add. This is Shavkat. I don't think he's too expensive. I'll gladly pay 9,700. This has inside the distance written all over it.
I don't advocate huge juiced parlay pieces. Like, if you bet like that, by the way, if you bet like this, like I don't care for that myself. I feel like hold on. Who wants to fight Steve? Somebody asked if Steve could knock out JP Buys on his show. And he's like, hold on, this is bothering me. And he put the comment up. He goes, yes. And then he just moved on. He's like, this has been bothering me. Yes. Well, dude, Steve's like got him weight wise. And then like, he trains harder than JP buys. I think Steve's like minus 500 against JP buys.
I agree.
Now Olivas would be interesting because Olivas weighs like I think he walks at like 140-ish. Like he's not a big.
We just
dude.
said he was the heaviest he's ever been, so he's probably like 143.
Yeah, but he's like West Coast. He's from Arizona. Like they're like, oh, I'm so happy. Oh, this avocado toast makes me so happy. Like there's no offense. Oh, dude, love Olivas. Like, but everybody on the West Coast, like you're a bunch of assholes, dude. Everybody on the West Coast,
right?
Bunch of pussies.
They're all coming to the Midwest. That's what they're doing.
It's so weird that Olivas lives in Curtisville, Arizona. sorry, friend of the show. No, I'm busting balls, but like, yeah, oh my god, my avocado. Oh my god, it's like this. What's this line from? There's this line from Family Guy that's like everybody on the West Coast for me. It's. Remember when Peter could like change into like whoever, like they got the superpowers and he could like morph himself.
I think so.
It's the instinct guys. It's like, do you want to split a Toblerone? And Timberlake's like, yes, absolutely, of course. And like, yeah. And I feel like everybody in the West Coast, do you want to split a Toblerone with me? I'm the worst. By the way, what I'm doing right now is far worse than if I was wearing my Rice hat for this fight.
That's true. That is true.
None of you fuckers will remember it a month from now. Dude, Weezy said Pearl Harbor job on air.
He did.
He said it.
He did. A little PHJ. Yeah. And it wasn't, he would have been more appropriate last week, but you know, pretty close enough. Let's see.
Never forget.
That's right. First title fight of the evening, Alejandro Pantoja. Look at that guy's hair, taking on Brandon Royval, minus 500. Does not go to decision, plus 350 does. Minus 190 Pantoja, plus 160 Royval, 86 and 76. What's up, Blom? I like Pantoja here, guys. Obviously, we saw this fight play out once already. I think maybe Royval can hang on for an extra round, but I like the Pantoja sub. Probably like round 3. I don't mind that. I also, for DraftKings, really wouldn't mind Pantoja decision and just score 160 fucking points.
Because you're a sick fucker.
160 fucking points on this dude. Yeah, Easy's got it right there. I love this spot.
What is
8,600?
I think 160 points is probably low.
Yeah, it could be. Dude,
he put up 100.
He put up 100 and I don't even know if I could click on the right name.
I don't know if I trust Royval's cardio late in a fight to like
exactly
like the mat returns that you need, but like
we'll see. He got Pantoja took him down 3 times in 7 minutes and controlled him for 42%, which is what, 3 something minutes of that fight. So yeah, I don't have much else to say. I love Pantoja here. I like Royval, but I've been fading him for a while and it's really been biting me, but I don't think it's going to bite me this one. So yeah, I'm picking Pantoja. I like Pantoja inside the distance. I think he's probably going to sub him again. Lou, what's your some of your favorite spots on this fight here?
Well, my favorite spot is the hair part that you got for this Pantoja pick. He looks like this is an epic side part.
Have you seen? Yes, you have. What's the movie? Gary Oldman, Chris Tucker. The space movie, the chick with the orange hair.
White Man, Black Man?
What?
White Man, Black Man? I don't know what the name of that movie
Bruce
is.
Willis. Somebody in the fucking chat. Where's Bat Dad when I need him?
With Chris Tucker?
Chris Tucker, Bruce Willis. It's a space movie. Gary Oldman's the bad guy. He's got the plastic thing on his head.
With the Fifth Element?
Fifth Element. Thank you, Bat Dad, coming through in the clutch. Yeah, he looks like Gary Oldman's hair. He's just missing the plastic thing.
Is that Gary Oldman? No.
Yeah, put it up on the screen.
Hold on. No, but that's not Gary Oldman as the bad guy, is it?
Yeah, that's 100%. That's fucking that's Gary Oldman. I was thinking of his where was he? What was his name in It Ain't White Boy Day? Was that Dexter? What was his name in that?
No, you're right. I didn't think that he was I don't know why. That was like Crispin Glover or like whatever.
Crispin, yeah, dude, he gave off big Crispin Glover
with the fucking hair
in that movie for sure, dude. For sure.
Oh, my dude, Finesse. By the way, just another guy, dude. Go follow him. Yeah, Finesse. So Finesse doesn't think I pay attention. He knows I do. He put out Finesse put out a video today. Logo. Finesse is the man. So here, Finesse, I want to prove that I pay attention. Ready? Finesse had a video today. It was like a 9-minute video on the Gold Boys Network, which I was like, oh, that's a great name, the Gold Boys. Finesse did a video about best bets for the game tonight, and I almost wanted to be like, the best bet is like, do not ignore it. And the reason I'm glad I didn't bet this game is I think he missed it by half a yard. It was the fucking Eckler.
Oh, no.
It was the Eckler over. Yeah. And like, he easily, like, he should have hit it. Like, it was crappy as shit. Like, so, dude,
Half
he
a
does
yard.
awesome work. Like, Finesse is a guy like me. He's not like, oh, my best bet of the week is like a minus 300. Like, fucking dude's value hunter. Great follow on Twitter. Funny dude. Gives tons of free insights. Like, he's not like, oh yeah, pay me for this. He's not everybody else. Names I won't mention that are like that. All they do is like my breakdowns are only like, nah. He does cool shit, dude. So go follow Finesse.
I'll follow him right now.
Cool fucking dude.
Right this very second.
There's somebody I want to criticize and I won't. And he's not in our chat. And he's like 21, and I don't want to criticize him, so I won't. Yet. I might by the end of this video, like I might criticize Propaholic. I mean the nameless guy.
I mean,
I just think that like if you're gonna call yourself a content creator, you should make content, and it should be like on something, and
a platform.
And every tweet shouldn't be like my breakdowns in the Discord. Like I don't think everything you do should be like my breakdown. Like nobody's good enough to be like 100% of what I do is in a Discord. Like, bro, just his breakdowns are good on Twitter. Like, I mean, good enough. Like, you know, whether I agree with them or not, there's details. Don't fucking now. It's not like it's just random props. Like everything's in there. Okay. Like that's not, I don't think that's how you grow. I'm the worst, dude. I'm a fucking toxic motherfucker. I'm the fucking worst, dude. Like,
oh, Brittany Palmer's retiring. R.I.P.
I just think
in the chat.
I think that if you do a good enough job on Twitter, getting people to the Discord is like a natural thing.
I fucn hated Discord.
I think asking people repeatedly to do it is is a turnoff for me. But I'm also 46. The fuck do I know? And Melon, fuck you. Fuck you, buddy.
Fuck you, buddy.
Pantoja all day here in the distance. You know, we talked about this in the prop show. Everybody says Royval's so exciting. Well, there's see. Big Steve, no. Big Steve fucking no. By the way, you want to be in a Discord? Big Steve's. Like, dude, it's every fucking pro in this space that's like really good that moves numbers is in Big Steve's. Like, that's the only Discord I recommend in terms of like, well, and finesses. I mean, yeah, I need an exclusive ad. Dude, I'm only in there because of foot picks.
Exactly.
It's the only reason I'm
no patas, as Alexa Grasso says.
The only reason I'm even allowed is like I have to just send foot picks all the time.
No patas para ti.
So Royval, he's everybody's favorite. Like, oh man, he's so fun. He's so fun. He's so fun. What did I say on the prop show today, Monk? Everybody's like fun fighters. Like for me, it's Billy Q. Yep. Everybody's fighters that are so fun to watch. The one thing they have in common is sloppy as shit, no defense. That's why they're fun.
Yep.
Pantoja's gonna fucking rack Royval. I love that people are like, it's gonna be so different this time. Yeah, it is. Pantoja's better. Pantoja's way more improved.
Right.
He's patient enough to just wait for. Oh, he was breaking. No, dude. He was waiting for one takedown. Pantoja's gonna chuck Royval to the ground. Fights fucking over. Dude. I mean, even in the distance at minus 135 is gonna look like a fucking steal, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, look, Royval's had some like interesting wins in the UFC. He also went to a fucking split with Bontarine, who I think is so bad. Schnell like hurt him, and then he's like, and Schnell's just stinks. Hey, Schnell is a fun fight.
Yeah,
he's a fun fighter. But like Royval, it's so funny, dude. Run by Pepe.
No patas.
Run by Pepe. Like, I don't know, man. This seems like not even. And Mike's MMA picks is like got Royval at plus 205. He got it like when it opened. And Mike is not a dude that like is chasing openers. And even plus 205, I'm like, man, I think Pantoja would have been what, 250, 260. I don't know, man. I think Pantoja just can look so massive favorite here. And
this is it right here.
And yeah, his facial hair's terrible. And the last thing I will add to this is like Royval's face is awful. The last thing I'll add to this is like
awful.
like the last thing I'll add to this is like, dude, like what's changed where Royval has shown that he's like some durable cardio monster with like improving takedowns. Like, oh, dude, you looked okay on the ground against Shell. Dude, they like went to the ground together. It wasn't even like a real takedown. Like, I think, and like they're like, oh man, Pantoja looked like he was breaking. He didn't look like he was breaking against Moreno, who runs a crazy fucking pace. Mike's argument is, well, Royval runs the craziest pace. It's like, yeah, but not for 5 rounds. Maybe like over 3 minutes, maybe, but like Pantoja, it's not going to be able to deal with the fucking pace for 3 minutes. Like, come on. No, my Yam Bags is Patty because it just feels like that's the fight that needs to be Yam Bags. Let's move on. I love Pantoja here. And let's get to this main event that I'm going to fucking hate, that I have to break down. Like, are we really going to, like, does America have to end the year on this, dude? Really? I'm going to alienate half the audience with this breakdown.
No, you're good. I'll start us off here. Look, I don't know. I should have typed up the banner. We at the MMA Engine do not condone talking about dead family members, et cetera, dressing up like George Washington.
Look, dude, I love it that somebody I don't even want to fucking deal with is in the disclaimer right now. and by the way, Big Steve is seeing this like
exactly.
Big Steve's like, Lou, you done fucked up. I'm like,
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I'm on the Covington side. I'm picking Covington outright. I'm playing him in every single DraftKings lineup that I have. I like the Covington decision. I wish I was getting a better line on it, to be honest. Plus 200. That was at Bet Online earlier. The guys had some better lines on like Bet Rivers and somewhere else.
Monk,
I'm sure.
Monk, I fixed it.
There you go. There you go.
Perfect. Here, this fucking guy. This fucking
yeah,
guy.
I like Colby, man. When he wins, he scores a ton of points. Leon doesn't score a ton of points. I just think Colby's gonna get it done. I'm not a believer in ring rust, and even if I was, I don't believe it for Covington. He claims he doesn't cut weight. It looks like that's true. He hasn't even been off for 2 years. I see people saying he's been off for 3 years. No, it's not even been 2 years. Yeah, I'm picking Colby here. I just have a feeling. I think if Leon wins, it's gonna be by decision, and I don't think he's going to score well. He put up 80 points in a 5-round fight against Usman, 84 in the fight before that when he got a finish, 90 against Diaz in a 5-round decision, and 99 against Dos Anjos in a 5-round decision. That's 4 fights that's gone into the 5th round or longer, and he has yet to score 100 points. So I don't like Edwards for DraftKings, and I will be on the Covington side. I'm not the most happy about it. I'm not a Covington fan necessarily. I'm not really a huge fan of either of these guys, but one guy definitely seems like a bigger asshole than the other, even if he is playing a character. So yeah, give me Colby Covington and new, like MMA Jesus says. And yeah, Lou, take us home. I want to hear your take on this one.
I mean, see, I knew he was fucking just sitting in the back. I knew it, dude. There he is in chat. He's just waiting.
Oh.
God, like, it's so crazy, dude. For like all the fucking shit that I do on air, I'm so much smarter than people know. Like, it's all like, I know he's here. Like, it's whatever. He's just waiting. Look, man.
Oh my, this comment, Melon, too far, bro. Too goddamn far, bro.
He's so
Jesus Christ, bro.
I know Melon's really funny, dude.
Holy shit.
So can we talk about how Yam Bags are plus 1,200 for this fight?
That's bullshit.
Dude, the books are like somebody's cheating in this fight. Like, that's crazy.
Well, so, Leon Edwards is a dirty cheater.
So let's just start here. If the books know somebody's cheating, the draw is live, the split's live, like all of it, dude. Because it's gonna fuck the scorecards up. They're telling you somebody's getting a point deducted in this fucking fight,
right?
And they're telling you it's Leon Edwards. So like, look,
yeah.
Man, look, I'm just gonna go. This is like my whole disclaimer. Like, I saw TB and Guru, the Chronic Combat guys, getting way in over their head, writing something like, Trumpers. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, Guru, you ain't got the constitution to fucking write a tweet like this. Because people are going to attack you, and you're going to be like, no, I never said. You did. You did. Like, you can't like equate. No, dude, not every single person that votes for Trump likes Colby. Like, this whole thing, like, let's keep the fucking politics out. Like, you wrote that tweet for engagement, you got engagement, and you got mean engagement, and you don't fucking get it. Calm the fuck down. So look, this whole fucking thing that Colby said at the press conference about his dad in the 7th ring of hell,
yeah,
is kind of like hilariously unique. Like, that he's like citing Dante and all this crap. Like,
right.
So I'll say that. I'm like, what's the difference? Because it's like, all right, it's a little different. Like, he's going like fucking, he's using literature. Like, all right.
Like literature, yeah.
So I'm like, that's unique. Look, I think that we hate Leon because A, Britain is terrible in fights, and historically they're terrible in wars. World War I, World War II. I think the Indians beat him in something. Has England ever faced Japan in a war? They had to have lost to, like,
probably.
Were they the bad guys in the movie where Tom Cruise was the last samurai?
Oh yeah, everybody had English accents, so yeah, it was definitely.
So you lost to Tom Cruise, who's 4'9", dude. Leon is English, he's Jamaican. I know, but this is really, I'm gauging wars. More than
on Tapology. Wait, what's his flag? Is it the English flag or the Jamaican flag?
I don't know. What's Kofi Kingston's fucking flag, dude? Is it Ghana? Is it Jamaica? Like, I don't fucking know, dude. Look, I broke this fight down a little better on the prop show earlier when, like, he won. Of course he fucking won, dude. It's Tom Cruise, man.
White Samurai, bro. Come on, man.
I feel that, like, Leon's get-up game is kind of underrated here.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Leon is immediately, like, on a wrist. He's on his knee. Like, he's never getting flattened. He's doing his best. Like, he's always moving. Like, he's not content to play jiu-jitsu. He's moving. And it's not like Colby is some elite ground and pounder, like, constantly. But what Colby is really good at, when you start moving, like, he's so technical. Like, wrapping up an ankle. Like, pinning the arm. Like, Colby's so good.
He never stops.
I honestly see a 5-round fight where Colby really doesn't do a fuck ton of damage. And, like, I think Colby just eats up the clock. Leon Edwards is not a great minute winner. Yes, he won minutes against Usman, but, like, Usman looked kind of fucking shot in that fight. I don't think Colby Covington looks like that. Also, as I said before, like, when we were talking about this, I think Usman was content to be at distance for a weirdly long amount of time in that fight. Covington's not going to be standing at distance for 10, 12 minutes this fight. Everything's going to be get inside, getting against the cage. Like, I can see a round where Colby doesn't get him down, but it's 5 minutes of Colby having Edwards against the cage. And
right.
Takedowns. And then Colby wins that round based on, like, just having control against the cage. So I don't know how Edwards consistently wins over 5 rounds here. I certainly am not rooting for Covington. And I'm not some bleeding heart liberal. I am absolutely not a liberal. I'm America, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I am.
Yeah. It's the greatest country.
I think Covington kind of probably eats up the clock. And then we pray. Yes, all this.
Yes.
Yeah. Or we pray that Bo Nickel decides he can fight at 170 and just, like, Bo Nickel's a trumper too. Like, just for the record, like, Bo Nickel's very much a trumper. But, like, I want Trump, like a Trump on a pole match, like Trump in a shark, as my girlfriend would root for, Trump in a shark cage above the ring, Colby against Bo, or, like, he has to pass brass knuckles to one of them.
Yeah,
maybe I come down with Bo, dude. So,
you know, they're going to make Bilal fight Shavkat next. I know they're going to.
I gave away Colby decision at plus 260 on Bet Parks. Shop around for that one. I think 260 is a crazy number for, like, Colby's not finishing Edwards here.
No.
So, 100%. He already said, well, Dana White already said he wants it. And, like, you don't think Trump's getting in the fucking cage to be like, to do this for, like, fucking 10 minutes?
Wouldn't
like,
be the first time he's been
any chance at a fucking camera shot to, like, come on, dude. 100%. Minus 2,000. Like if Colby wins, minus 2,000. Like you know how I line it? Whatever Colby's line is what I
Right.
line it. In a Colby win, it's minus fucking 2,000, dude.
Yep.
Can we just talk about how like I literally put a banner up to be funny, and like fucking dude appears like he hasn't been here the whole time, dude. Look, just a little message. I'm my favorite YouTuber too, man. So it's cool that you've been watching all this time, every minute, every fucking show, and not saying a word until your name was on the screen for fucking 2 seconds. Like, I think that's awesome. And so much more cool shit to come in 2024. So,
oh yeah.
And like, bit of advice. If you want to get on air more, don't annoy the fuck out of me.
There we go.
Or my friends. Like, side note, or my friends in this space.
Genuine
maybe don't like annoy the
advice.
fuck out of my friends either.
Head kick on Colby.
I fucking hear everything, dude. Like,
that's true. Head kick on Colby, I don't know. Plus 2,000. Offensive balding crown too far.
He's such an asshole.
I don't know.
Yes, this is the most offensive thing he said was talking about his hairline.
Yeah, the balding crown. Yeah. 2-hand water bottle sipping. All right. Well, at that, I mean, we went through it. We've only got 12 fights. Hopefully,
I'm a fan of the 3-tiered cage.
Same.
He's talking about like, well, fucking David Arquette was in the fucking thing.
Yeah.
But they actually made a match on that, and David Arquette was the world champion for like a day.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
David Arquette, WCW world champion.
Do you have a midnight happy hour parlay? Not to put you on the spot.
No, I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna post a generational wealth round robin tomorrow. But what I will how about this? Instead of a parlay,
Ready
I'll tell
to
you guys.
rumble.
I'll tell you guys in 30 seconds every prop I wrote down for the prop show to pivot away from the company. Salakoff KO's off. Almeida KO plus 325. I like what everybody said about Budai round 2, round 3, whatever. FanDuel has that, I think is good. Tajir round 1 sub from Wheezy plus 950, I think is an incredible value play.
Yep.
Again, this is value more than anything else. Emmett and Kelleher KOs are like plus 420 range, like whatever. You could do worse there. O'Neal KO being 510 is fucking criminal. That's crazy. For somebody with like ground and pound equity, I think that's a crazy number. Patty's submission is plus 275. I think that's honestly his prime win condition. Shavkat and Pantoja subs are like really crappy prices.
Yep.
I think the Pantoja sub at plus 130 though. I feel like it's not so different from his money line or from his in the distance. Like I don't even want to get involved. Like he does get a ground and pound, but I think that's big. And then the Colby decision at like plus 250. The shop around, like I told you, my book had it at plus 260. I'm like, the fuck is this prop at plus 260? Like,
yeah, and Bet Online only had it at plus 200, so definitely shop around.
So those are my like props. Honestly, dude, just don't even parlay it, dude. Just take O'Neal round 2 KO. Like,
there we go.
Plus 1,700. She owes me for the fucking. She owes me from the Roxy fight from last February.
Yep.
So like, that's it. And I just want to say thank you for all of our people in the chat. You guys are psycho. You guys are psychos to watch us. We know this. We appreciate it. We are psychos in return. At least I am. Monk is fairly weirdly normal.
Yeah, I have my moments.
But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I mean, we do this for free. Like, so we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope that all of you win this week that aren't betting against me. And
yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you, chat, as usual. Wrapping up 2023. Hopefully, we're going to get even bigger, much more to come in 2024. Possibly some new content on the MMA engine as well. We will keep you posted on that.
I got to promote a show that's not mine because it's important. And this is for our boy Brady. If you guys know us, I'm sure you know Brady, DFS by numbers. This week he's doing 2 best bet shows. No offense, I don't give a shit if you watch the Friday one. I'm on the Saturday one. but Cody, Blood Money, and I, after I had the lead all fucking year in this competition, Cody hit a big prop, and him and I are like literally Holland by crime fighting.
There you go.
Breakdown. Holland by stopping Luke from robbing a McDonald's is the pick. Cody and I are like within literally like micro units away from each other.
0.6, I think.
Right. So we're going to be on Brady's show on Saturday. And the original plan was I was going to price his right his fucking ass and just take the same thing he did. But now I can't. And I already know a couple of fights him and I are different on. I respected Cody enough to not watch his breakdown. Like I gave him a like. I even told him, like, I don't want to know what you're on this weekend. Aside from the few picks you post in public. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to be influenced. Like, just me and you. Let's fucking go. Narco is going to be on the show, too. I even said, I'm like, the hell at Narco.
What if he prices right to you?
He can't. Have you ever seen the way I bet? He can't price his right.
Okay. He can't, like, know your bet ahead of time.
And this is no disrespect to Narco, because Narco, if anybody's going to hit, like, 40 units in a night, it's going to be Narco. But, like, no offense, Narco. This ain't about you. This is about me and Cody. This is head-to-head for the title. So, I can't. My best bet, honestly, for my best bet, it might be O'Neal KO at 5-1 and just try to go 10 units on it. Like,
right.
That might be my best bet. I don't know, dude. What do you think? What's your like? And if your best bet, if the first word in your breakdown involves the word Shamil or Budai, this is the last show we ever did.
No, honestly, I don't mind the Casey one, but man, yeah, it's just hard to find these numbers.
Like Shavkat in the distance, the best bet's going to give me like 1 unit.
Exactly.
Luke A by headbutt.
Maybe Tajir. Can you find something? What was the Tajir sub? That probably wasn't good enough.
Round 1 sub was 950. His sub is like
round 1.
His sub's like 380. And like honestly, that's not even my favorite bet, dude.
Yeah,
like part of me wants to make Patty Ferguson Yambags my best bet and be like, look, it like the other fights don't matter. If that hits,
right,
I want the title. And if I win the title because of a Yambag shot, it's the only way it should happen.
Exactly. Right? That's just providential.
It's the only way I should win is like dude, get a second Yambag shot. Like you're the greatest gambler of all time. If I win a competition because I'm up 60 units and 40 units because of ball shots, it's justification that like it's the way to bet.
Yes.
Like nobody can crucify. They'd be like, dude, Lou is the fucking whisperer.
He's the best. Yeah. Yeah, they would have to at that point for sure.
I like this bet that Kiwi's putting in. I wish that I could fucking do this. Like I wish I could do a prop as a best bet.
Right.
Oh, hold on. And my friend. I pay attention. Jake Paul's facing somebody named Andre August, which has to be like a made up name.
Yeah, I don't know who that.
Is
that the dude who was sleeping with Jada Pinkett Smith?
I don't know. The only guy I'm hoping that fights is Moist Critical.
Is that a real person?
He's a YouTuber. So I've been watching all these. There you go. See, I pay attention. I've been watching all these YouTube things from this dude. It's called The Internet Anarchist. All his videos. We got 3 more minutes. An hour and 15 minutes, right on pace.
Yeah, exactly.
All his videos are about like why YouTubers fail. Like not like me. He's talking about like ones that are actually like good at this.
Right.
Like Sniper Wolf and all these fucking like whatever. And there's this one dude that's got like super long hair. And his name is Moist Critical. It's Charlie, but Moist Critical. And like, dude, all he does is do videos about why people suck. And I'm like, I could have fucking done like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'm literally doing that. Why can't I get a following? And dude, he's kind of whatever. He's not bad. Like, he's smart, but he's not like super exciting. And I'm like, man, this dude's like, yeah, he's Moist Critical. See, they know these guys fucking know him. Dude, he's good. He's smart, but he's like pretty monotone. He's not like, it's not like a ton of energy. He's heady though. And he covers the issues. And he hates kind of like the people that I would hate in my life. So like, there's a lot I like. Right. But like this dude's got like 2 million fucking subscribers and like we don't. I think if y'all are friends with him, hey man, reach out. Like I'd love to collab with this dude and like he's very successful.
He's very successful.
Dude, he's like he's a man. Check out his videos, dude. He's a very big deal. And he's an easy watch. Like he's an easy watch. Used a lot of funny big words without like overdoing it. Like he's
Yeah,
good.
I said providential a couple minutes ago.
He's good. But I'm just saying, like, he doesn't have that vim and vigor that this show has.
Sure.
I
I'll
don't think
check him out.
he wouldn't disagree with
Moist
that.
Critical.
He wouldn't disagree with that shit. He'd be
There
like,
we go.
no, I don't have your fucking shit. Yeah, he's dry. He's super dry comedy, but like
Well,
American.
2024 happy hour, Monk and Lou happy hour featuring Moist Critical. Let's make it happen.
Hey, yeah, Moist.
Come on, brother.
Yeah,
Penguins. Is this a troll or is this
accurate? No, that's his name.
Okay, I do trust Bet that. So,
but internet anarchist. Anyway, the point is, internet anarchist does all this video series, and Penguin and Charlie Moist Critical does this as well. And like, I've just been watching these videos to learn when I'm ready to burn this down. Like, I just don't want to copy anybody. Like I don't want to have a gun on air. I'm not like, I don't like take people's money. So I gotta like come up with something like arson hasn't been done yet. Like child arson.
That's true.
Like letting a kid on fire on air. I feel like
lighting a kid on fire or a kid committing.
Well, nobody's done it. So I'm just saying, if I'm going to ruin this life, I just want it to be original. I want to have my own video on this with that like half British, half AI voice, Lou Betya. Well,
you're like the guy
with hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
You're like the guy who stole that plane, and he's like, "Can this thing do a barrel roll?"
Anybody watching this that's seen that dude knows it's like half AI, half subscribers. Like it's that. It's yeah. But then he went down to 13. This is the story. This is the internet story of Lou Betya.
Moist Critical.
Dude, all these fucking YouTubers do is just talk shit to each other. Dude, like literally they've all made their careers making shit videos about the others. And I'm like,
yep.
Well, I'm like, well, where did they all start? It's like, oh, they watched TikToks or like played a video game. Like, dude, I'm just gonna play like fucking Legend of Zelda on air and be like, I'm playing this because games are hard now. I just want a game like you know what would be an awesome channel? Me just playing Skyrim. I wish my girlfriend didn't have her fucking headphones on when I tried to play Skyrim the first time. I'm dying in like the fucking tutorial. Like I'm getting fucking annihilated like 2 seconds into the game, and I'm like, is that a dragon already? And like dead. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how did I lose? Then every goddamn thing I did for like 2 hours, like dead. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to customize my character. Oh, you just died.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck.
I can't play him either, man. I tried to play it, and this is an old game. Is it Fallout? I don't know. The game starts, and I'm in a dark room, and I take 2 steps, and like a squid comes at me, and I just turn the game off.
You're like,
I've never turned it on ever since. 2 seconds. I got 2 seconds in, and I turned that. I mean,
like
off.
I miss like Contra was fucking hard as shit. There's only 2 buttons,
right?
But I felt like I could master Contra.
That's true. That's true.
I don't think I have a Santa hat, dude.
GTA 6, maybe in 2025, maybe this time next year
I play real life GTA. I go beat up hookers and fucking. I don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah, Lou's from fucking Philly. Come on now, you don't know how it is up there.
Take us home, buddy.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Hit the like. It's your last chance in 2023.
Yeah,
hope everyone has the happiest of holidays. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, everything. And yeah, as usual, I want all of you to enjoy the fight. So enjoy, and we will see you in 2024.